Whoa! Hey guys, me again. So this is sort of the video vlog of the week. It's cold. Again, shooting outside because it's very, like dark and ominous sky. So the lighting inside isn't very good. And when I do turn the lights on, because I do actually have lights in my house, funny enough, but they look really sort of awkward when I'm shooting or recording something in there, unless I grab some sort of big industrial light, which just looks way too overpowering. And also the regular lights just don't look right either. I've done some. I've tried, okay? I've done some stuff. Anyway, so today's video, as I said last week, is about sort of the new chapter. Hold on, I'm walking down a hill. It's basically the new chapter and the old chapter, sorry, where I am in my life at the moment, where I've been to sort of, oh, to sort of, get, an idea of who I am. So, basically last year, I did what's called VCE in Australia, and that's basically the last 2 years of high school, which are completely optional. But the workload is not like a regular high school thing. It's to the level of university study or college study, whatever you want to call it. Anyway, I'm walking up a hill. And basically, it's, actually I might walk down there, it's quite nice. I'll walk down here. To the playground, motherfucker! Down another hill. Anyway, so the workload's really tough, and especially on the what's called folio subjects, which are basically art subjects, because art subjects, they know testing you is not really going to do anything. So, they do portfolios instead, and portfolios are a shitload of work, and they recommend only doing like 2 max in your VCE, because otherwise it's just really crazy and sorry, cold again. The wind picked up. So it's really crazy work you have to do. It's not like your regular sort of high school thing. It's very, very different and stuff. It's just it was, and I did 3 portfolio subjects, which is more than the recommended, and that just got me to work my ass off. But it was all stuff that I really liked to do. I was doing media, drama, and photography. So I was, being creative and thinking up new stuff, and it was really sort of, although the work was tough, I had had a motivation to do most of the work. And there's always going to be tough times, whatever you do, because so much work. But there was a motivation to persevere and push on, and and although you can look at what I've done at the end, and you can probably say that's not much. It's just the journey to get all that stuff done. It was just, and learn all these new things. You got to learn editing programs for media. You've obviously got to learn a shitload of sort of stuff for drama to fine tune things and get sort of your skills, and I don't know how to describe it, but and of course, like Photoshop for photography, and learning how to use the camera, learning aperture, learning depth of field, all of that stuff. And it all takes time as well. And of course, you have a lot of practice to try and work things out. And then you've got to try and get your own work. And although, like most people know, like you've got to, it's hard to get people to get together for a video or a film or anything like that. It's also really hard for photography, because you've got to, the way we do, you've got to be able to set people up, tell us some sort of, there's some sort of art in the in the picture. So usually you have to try and organize a location. So it's all about again, it's all about directing. So you had to do all this stuff, and also plus the other subjects. That's only 3 out of 5, and the other 2 are history and English, which we're different in the sense that you've got to do you study and you do tests. You don't go out and you don't make things. And that was sort of, the big thing of portfolio subject is you had to use a lot of your own time as well. It wasn't just, sit in class, edit, learn how to do this. There was a lot of you going out of class and you doing some of the work. So, and for my short film, I won the best in the VCE show for my school. So that was really, really interesting. And I might go across the grass because there's some football over there. I don't really want to disturb him. By the way, he's doing like football, like AFL, which I know, some people might find fascinating because they don't have it in a lot of other countries. Anyway, so it's been, it was really awesome in VC doing all that stuff and creating stuff. But there's sort of there's a I don't like to use the word corruption because corruption is a very sort of word like holy crap, something's wrong with the system, and it's not really and the system as in like like society. But there's nothing sort of wrong with it. It's just the art subjects are all sort of scaled down, which means that although you can get say like a 30, it'll be scaled down to like 25. This is a mark out of like 50. And they all got scaled down, so I didn't get the score I needed to go into a film and television course at the university I wanted to go to. So I'm now doing a thing called a diploma of so I'm not doing a degree, I'm doing a diploma of media and communication. But there's no, and this is all at a TAFE that I'm doing, so which is a technical and further education something. Oh wait, no, technical and sorry, that was right. And yeah, so but the difference is like I'm not doing anything. I'm not. There's no. Hold on, because use the other arm. I don't know how vloggers do this. I get tired with my arms. We're not creating anything. It's all sort of learn this and learn that. And that's all it really is. So yeah, like there's no creative part of it. And in that sense, it's incredibly different, and it's also sort of hard because I'm used to going out and doing these projects and working on something creative. And although I can be like, oh, I've got a lot of free time now, it's not the same. I don't have as much motivation anymore because I'm not doing anything creative. I'm just answering questions on really the courses on very broad topics. So only one of them, none of them involve film at all. Yet it leads to film in its own little way, but none of them sort of lead to any of that stuff. So it's been very hard to be sort of motivated to do it, but I guess you got to press on, and hopefully I can get to the course next year. And this is sort of the end of my walk. But yeah, so it's just sort of hard to be motivated when I've gone from doing something creative and doing something I really enjoy, to something that really just it's fine. It's just like, but there's nothing particularly wrong with it. It's just that like I've gone from having motivation and being creative to not doing that, and so I'm feeling sort of like drawback issues. That like I'm not doing anything that I haven't got the motivation anymore. You feel sort of less when you had the motivation. Now you've lost it, so it's sort of that feeling of loss where you're like, well, I used to be doing some really awesome. Fuck, the birds are noisy. But yeah, I used to be doing some really awesome stuff, and now it's now I'm just doing other crap which I'm not too interested in. I know it's going to lead to the course. I know I've got the course that I want. I know I've got to persevere, but it's just losing that motivation and losing that creative outlet is really sort of hard. But I'll that's sort of the end. I just sort of walked around this random path. That's sort of the end of things. See you later, guys. Thanks for listening.